What is going on, everybody? Thank you all so much for tuning into this live stream segment of MCSC. And of course, as always, I'm your humble host, Niko House. Got a very excited show for you today. It's going to be funny because we're talking about, my favorite person who definitely thinks that I'm probably her favorite person too. It's Kamala Harris, because everybody knows how much I love some Kamala. Yeah. We're also going to be talking about Pfizer needing a booster shot for their shot that they said that worked exactly how it's supposed to, but turns out doesn't work exactly how it's supposed to. It's not here nor there. But first things first, Kamala, what's going on? See, Axios just reported something that a lot of people already knew, which is that no one thinks that Kamala is capable of running shit. Basically, I want to check out this article. Some of this article in the New York Post says Democrats are increasingly fearful Vice President Kamala Harris' missteps will open the door for Republicans to regain the White House. A new report said Friday. Dems, including senior White House officials, fear that Harris will lose to any Republican she faces, including former President Donald Trump, if President Biden does not seek re-election in 2024, Axios reported. At 56, Harris is more than 2 decades Biden's junior and has been considered the heir apparent to the 46th president since he selected her to be his running mate last year. While Harris will still be the presumptive nominee if Biden becomes the first president since Lyndon B. Johnson to not seek a second full term, Axios reports that a series of blunders have left officials and operatives concerned. What are some of those blunders, you might wonder? Well, one of those blunders would be, remember when she went to the border and everybody's like, yo, you should go to the border. And she didn't go to the border. And instead she went to Mexico, but nowhere near the border in Mexico. And when a reporter asked, why didn't you just go to the border if this is such a big issue right now? And she looked at him crazy and was like, I've never been to Europe either. What's your point? But she was dead serious. She did not connect. She didn't put 2 and 2 together. She's crazy and dumb. She's not good at this job. The only thing required to be a functional politician when you're part of the establishment is to just say the right thing and do as you're told. Kamala knows how to do as she's told. She's a good little lapdog. But when it comes to saying the right thing, it's almost like she's incapable of doing so a lot of the time. I don't know if you all remember when she was also addressing the nation one day. And out of nowhere, first of all, there's been a crisis at the border. This is ongoing since late Bush administration. It increased during the Obama administration and just kind of continued into this administration. When she was asked to address it, no, she wasn't asked to address it, actually. She just goes on TV and is like, hey, man, we feel for y'all. We hear you, immigrants. We see you, but don't bring y'all asses over here. Stay home. What? Why not just lie? I mean, say, isn't that what she would do? It's crazy how these people will lie in unnecessary circumstances. And then when the opportunity presents itself, hey, man, you've been getting away with all these other lies. You might as well go ahead and try to lie right here. You're like, hey, actually, nah, stay y'all asses at home. Don't want nothing to do with y'all. Sorry. Now, of course, there's also the fact that she doesn't ever address why they feel the need to flee their homes, which largely has to do with the United States ravaging their countries. She never addresses the root. She ran on she used to run on getting rid of ICE. That obviously changed. We knew that was going to happen. She ran on getting kids out of the cages. We know under Harris and Biden, the cages. Now they're called overflow facilities, if you ask AOC. But the cages that the kids are in right now, they reached up over 200% capacity, which is higher than it's ever been under any president. So not only is the administration handing the issue wrong, but then when she finally gets out in front of it and says something, it's just like, bro, what? It sounds like what we all expected Biden to be saying based off of what we saw him say and how we saw him act during the election. Like, Kamala sounds like she's 85 when she answers questions. Like your grandma who just don't give a shit. She just says what she wants to all the time because you can't do anything about it. Because grandma, you got to deal with it. That's what she sounds like. Now, a lot of people might be thinking, oh, this could just be the GOP pretending as if Kamala isn't electable. No, it's actually not the GOP. It's the Democratic operatives who feel like that. One operative told Axios, the feeling amongst Democrats isn't, oh no, our heir apparent is effing up. What are we going to do? It's more like people are thinking, oh, she's effing up. Maybe she shouldn't be the heir apparent. You mean the person who is propped up by every establishment, media source, politician, and consulting Democratic establishment consulting firm in the country, who couldn't make it to one fucking election, isn't electable amongst Democrats, especially considering the election that she didn't make it to, the Democratic primary. You mean the woman who went from 90% black support to like, or what, 80% black support to 1%? You know, guys, I was doing some digging. And I think I know why. Kamala might not be considered electable amongst Democrats. Oh, hold on. Let me refresh this because I feel like I got the answer. Okay. Oh, why is it skipping on me? Oh, man, no. That's okay. We're going to get to it. We're going to bring this up because we need to watch this. I know everybody, it's Friday, so we need to watch this because everybody needs a good laugh. Hold on. That's weird. So my video is not playing right now for some reason, or at least that one isn't. No. Oh, it might be my browser. Let me switch browser real quick. We watching this goddamn video. Some of you probably remember this video. Some of you who may have just joined MCSC might not, but you should watch it anyway because it's freaking hilarious. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There we go. Hopefully this one works. If not, we might have to let it pass, but we're watching this video. It's not gonna work. For some reason my videos are not loading correctly. I was trying to show y'all Tulsi destroying Kamala again because it's so hilarious, but it's okay. It's all right. Just really wanted to show everybody that. But alas, we can't watch it, unfortunately. I don't think so. No, we can't watch it because it's skipping for whatever reason. But yeah, remember Tulsi destroyed Kamala? What, 2 days later, like a black publication comes out and reports that Kamala's support dropped to 1% amongst black people. She didn't make it to the Democratic primary. And then what? Then they were like, yeah, let's pretend it was actually the strategic decision to make Kamala the running mate. When she added nothing of value. Like, even just from a identity politics perspective. Yeah, but the neoliberals who were going to vote for her anyway, were going to vote Democrat anyway. Yeah, they voted for her and Biden. That wasn't going to change though, because those are the people who just got fear-mongered by Trump also. And nobody go out there like, man, Kamala's identity and her record on black issues is so inspiring. No, everybody remembered, but they just kind of sucked up what, you know, they swallowed their integrity and voted for her anyway. But of course she's not. She's an idiot. She's not good. You can say a lot of stuff about Trump, people, but Trump versus Kamala on a debate stage just would not go well. Trump is a businessman and a conniving negotiator who knows how to wield it, if you will. Kamala's a prosecutor who's only used to being on one side of the negotiating table, which is you do what I want, you argue with me, you're held in contempt of court, and I will put you in jail and, you know, keep you there for as long as I want to, even if you're innocent, so we can have cheap slave labor in California. That's what Kamala is used to. She's just like, could you imagine her against Ron DeSantis? Ron DeSantis would obliterate her. Like, because Ron is like a calm, collected version of Trump. Like, who's better at arguing his points, to be quite honest. Like, it's kind of dangerous. It's kind of scary how good he is at arguing his points. And he knows how to do what the GOP wants when, like, especially if it's meaningless. He's like, yeah, I just give them what they want. He'll throw the GOP a bone while holding them accountable in important ways. And obviously has no problem calling out Democrats. And he has Florida. And he's going to get reelected, I can guarantee you. So, like, you can't even beat Ron DeSantis, let alone Trump. So I'm not surprised by this at all. Shadow Band Refugee, thank you very much for the tip on Rockfin. Odysee Niko, is it too much to ask to get all of you in the same room like you was in the Assange extradition and Forced to Vote rally? No, actually, sooner rather than later, we're going to be doing something similar like that again. Yeah, but it's fun. Every time we end up in the same room, then we get to just do what we love to do. It's always a great time. For real, for real. Now, we are, for the second half of our show, going to Rockfin because we're talking about COVID stuff. COVID. I don't know how do you say COVID in code so YouTube doesn't shadow ban you? Is that a thing? Somebody want to tell me how? COVID? You say COVID? The vid. Right? You have to say the vid now? Got the vid. But I'm going to Rockfin right now. And I'm gonna put the link in the chat, but if you're watching after, the link is in the description. This stream, the Rockfin stream, is free today. It's, like I said, it's generally free unless it's on Thursdays. And so we're talking about the vid, we're talking about jabs, and our channel gets depressed enough without having to worry about dealing with I just told y'all yesterday what Franco got suspended from Twitter for literally saying he doesn't know answers about COVID. So can't play that game. So make sure y'all go. I just put the link in the description or in the group chat. The link is also in the description. It's the link in the group chat is directly to this stream over on Rockfin. And trust me, y'all wanna go hear that. So for my YouTube people, thank y'all for tuning in to the first half. Go make sure y'all go to Rockfin right now at that link for the second half. See you over there. Now,